Ladies and gentlemen, Chairman, good afternoon. I'm Sofia and today I'm going to present you Timeline, the online platform that organizes your stuff and stuff. But before that, just a little bit about me. I'm a student in 11th grade and I study at Central Secondary School of Math and Science in Belgrade, Bulgaria. So, what is all this project about? The Timeline project is a product for both small and big organizations such as schools, companies, etc., where the employee's payment is hourly. The system provides the ability the employees to be used in multi-language as each company's administrator chooses the language for its graphical user interface. The system can easily show information about current and past rosters, jobs and shifts, and make it easier for the company administrator to manage the payment for each user. The system is easy to be maintained and administrated. The project aims are better organization in the company, fast user notification about upcoming rosters, fast feedback between employer and employee, easy reference to the work hours for each company's user, fast reference to the payment for each user, and high security against most common web attacks such as SQL injection and cross-site scripting. But what is Timeline for real? See the advertisement of the project.
Are you a manager of a company that hires part-time workers? Do you find it difficult to organize all your employees' shifts? Do you want better cooperation in your firm? Then Timeline is for you. With our online platform, you can organize more than 700 part-time workers just with a few clicks. Just set the event time and our system will show you the best solutions for workers. Once the invitation is sent to the worker, the one is notified by email. With Timeline, your managing experience will feel like a game. At any time, you can manage your employees' payments. You just set the payment period and the system will automatically calculate the salaries for you. By using the Timeline platform, you not only get the best service system, but you will be using a clean and fluent design that is easy to collaborate with. Timeline is fast and easy way to organize your shifts. If you are interested in our offer, contact our system administrator and sign a contract, and then start your incredible experience with Timeline.
So that was the advertisement. And what are the steps that user has to do when using Timeline? First, the employer, which is administrator or moderator, is seeking a free worker for a given period of time. They want to set the shift of the worker by setting the working time period, the place, and other information about the roster. The worker can either accept or decline the given roster, and if the worker has accepted the roster, he enters in the system when exactly did he started and ended the task. Then the entered by the worker information is checked by the supervisor, and then the payment is calculated. The technologies used for the project are HTML5, CSS3, JavaScript, jQuery, ActionScript, PHP 5, MySQL, and Google Maps API version 3. And the MEC framework that the project uses is developed by me, and the framework is flexible and easy to use. The software that I used for creating the project was Timeline++ for typing the source code, and GIMP to edit the graphics for the graphical user interface. And let's enter the project. I will enter the super administrator profile. And now I can manage my personal information and I can change my password. And if I drag the pin on the map, I can change my location, and by using the Google Maps API, my coordinates of the pin are calculated, and that's how the system can give your best assumptions while calculating well, the system is calculating all the users and giving the best assumptions. And as I'm working in Super Administrator profile, I can manage all the companies that are signed in Timelane. I can manage the users of all the companies. I can manage the settings, edit information, and delete companies. I can add even more. When I enter the settings of a company, I can edit the language that is for the graphical user interface for the given company. So when a user from that company enters his profile, as you will see later, he will be seeing a different language depends on this option. You can change the currency as well for the payment. If you set a flat payment, then all the rosters will be calculated with the same charging rates, but you can also set different charging rates for day work or night work at Saturday, Sunday, or a holiday. And you can set the shift's length for the day and for the night shift. And you can add different holidays for the companies. You just choose the date, the month, and if you choose a year, if you enter a year, then the system will create the holiday, but it will be set just for the current year. But if it's left blank, then the holiday will be set to annual. From here, I can manage all the users that are in the different companies, and I can choose one. I can see the user information, edit the information, see its rosters, and delete it. If I want to see user information, I can see all the typed information while the registration is made, but I can see its rosters. Well, that one can one roster. I can choose another user. As you can see, here are all the rosters for the given user, and the green mark is representing the now time. If the roster is colored in red, then the user has declined the roster, and then the administrator has to choose another user to work instead of him. If the user has accepted the roster, then it's green, and the administrator knows that the user is available and can work at that time. If the roster is gray, then the user hasn't specified if he wants or don't want to work. And you can see additional information. At any time, the administrator can edit this information only if the event isn't passed. So, if I can't edit any past events. From the settings in the Super Administrator profile, I can add additional languages for the graphical user interfaces. From the rosters, I can search and see multiple users at once. If I leave the field blank, then I will see all the users that are registered for the company. And I can set, if I want, specific date and hour for a free worker. And now I can see more workers at once. I have different controls here. We have either navigation. I can refresh or just enter different date. if I want to add a roster, I have some restrictions. For example, I can't add a roster that is in the past, or there can't be any overlapping rosters, or the user, as I will show you in a minute, can set when he's available to work, and if the user says that he's not available to work at a specific time, that the system will automatically return an error. So, and here I can search in a specific place, because this implements the Google API, Google Maps API, and this actually does the same like the search bar in Google Maps. And of course I can drag the pin and choose more accurate location, because sometimes it's not this needed. And as well I get the coordinates. I can manage the payments in a company. I just set the payment period and choose the company. And here I have two users that has past rosters, and he entered their real working time, and the system have calculated their payment. For example, this user has one roster that has entered his real start and end, and let me just delete it. You see that the user now doesn't have any payment. I can activate information, and when I activate information, then it's activated for a given time, and that's how the system can work even faster, because I don't need any auto information in the system, and that's how the system will work faster, because it's not preceded. Now let's enter in a user panel. Now in the beginning I see when is my next roster and the time left for it. I can see information about it, and I haven't said that. I can take directions to the roster. This also uses Google Maps API as the start location is the location set during my registration, and the end location is the location of the roster. From notifications, I get different kind of notifications. Actually, this model is not translated, so it's available just in English. And here you see that I have paid the roster by the administrator, or my personal information is entered by the administrator. All these notifications are automatically. And I can see my rosters. And here on the table, I can see just my accepted rosters, and as you can see, there is one roster that is not accepted, and then it's not visualized. When I set a status for a roster, then, either I accept it or decline it. I can't edit it more. I have to contact the administrator or moderator of the system to edit the roster for me, because this will be better for the company moderators, because that's how they will be having better control over their users. And for example, I have one pending roster, and I can set it, for example, that I'm available. I can change it, and you see it becomes green. And here is the availability. And I can set all the gray positions of the timeline. The system recognizes that I'm not available at that time, because maybe the users in part-time, when they work part-time, they probably have another work, and this will be easy to set here their available time, so the system will work faster because we'll know when if the user is available or not. And I can add availability. I can say that I can't work on a specific date, for example. And then the date is set in gray, but I can say that I am available in a specific time, so I can say that I'm available from 6 to 16, I can set minutes, and set OK.
Okay, that's
Here is
clear.
the sequence.
Okay.
Okay, and I can log out the system. So the Timeline project is made to control teachers in school and the school inspectorate. I made the research and found out that there is no other full functional system like Timeline. Besides, the project is flexible and can be used for non-school purposes. Just keep calm and use Timeline. Thank you for your attention.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, now questions, please. and comments. Okay, go ahead.
If the part-timer doesn't show up in the grace time, can the supervisor edit his actual time frame afterwards?
No, if the user has accepted roster, the supervisor can edit it because the user is already notified that he has to work from a specific time. So this would be not good for the users.
Yeah, but the user cannot make his commitment.
So if he once accepted the roster and then he won't decline it, I think that it's better to contact his the moderator of his company or the administrator of the company, and the administrator can change the status of the worker, or the administrator can even cancel the given roster. So I made it this way because if the user can control his availability all the time, then the moderator may not always see if the worker has changed his availability status once again.
No, I meant the administrator to modify it, or the supervisor.
Yes, can.
Change everything.
Yes, he can do everything. He can't just edit rosters that are in the past
Yes,
because
that's obvious. Thank you very much.
Any other questions or comments? I'm very happy to express, I think, not only my opinion, but the opinion of our colleagues, that you have done a very good progress for 1 year. Maybe some of our audience now remember last year, this guy has presented very interesting project how to make some kind of online visit of Pottsgrad Museum.
Yes.
It was something like that, as I remember.
yes.
Okay, now I see that you've done very good progress. And now don't forget that he is a schoolboy. At which grade?
11, yes.
Oh, okay, so I think he is ready to start to work either for Microsoft or some other big companies. But